Hello everyone. So today we're going to analyze a game from one of the boys over at the Girls and Panzer Community Discord. So uh and yeah. And today we're going to analyze this game. This is from season 4, I believe. Yes, season 4 of the Girls and Panzer Community Tournament, which we're going to explain in a few minutes. So the Girls and Panzer International Community, which is a the the wi- the winner of this match, by the way, if in and spoiler, they won pretty quite clutch. So it's season 4, round 5, battle number 25 of the season. Saunders versus Yogurt and Yogurt Academy. This is War Thunder replay files, and let's begin. So on the left side on the left side we have Yogurt. On the right side leaderboard we have Saunders. So let's get straight into it. So let's fast forward a bit to the gameplay because there's a lot of going on here. And then the Shermans are grouped up together. As you can see, the Shermans are arriving to the location that they are presumed, which is the spawn. It's not giving any orders yet, so let me just fast forward. Chat. Check out the chat here. So for X500. The F-22 just basically memeing at this point. So we're going on. So these are the stats for this moment. At the moment, Aura is is already moving out. Also the Hetzer is also moving out as well. So still no given orders. So we got Stumpf commanding the Giant Panzer, just driving down the main road. The camera is getting sloggy. So we got the L3, which is this part. So Yogurt Academy is on the left side of the screen, and Saunders is on the right side of the screen. So if you want to check out their players, if you want to friend them on War Thunder, then you become a simp. No. So let's see the first engagement here. I think it's around this section of the map. I think this is Yogurt Academy preparing for their position here. Check out the Americans here. I think they're actually in a very good position for once. I don't want this topside view. What am I supposed to do? So let's go. So this is the enemy position. So Saunders is moving on the left side, which is this part, and then they're about to move out because they move out very late. So they have to reposition. So since they have positioned their forces on a specific path, they should choose will be the slight ones. Of course, we already saw the clutch moments of this if you're on the Discord server or any kind of trouble. So currently the M3, M4 tanks are moving out. So this is the main lineup of the Saunders Academy. And let's get straight into it. So first, the Panzer IV J1 gets a premature advance against enemy tanks. See the confrontation here. So if they're moving here instead of this path because they might get hit by the Panzer IV-H, which is a very good idea by them. So and then the Panzer IV-J spots the first MA2, fires at the MA2 by 2 seconds, and there you go. Of course, the Panzer IV-H is not knocked out yet. Panzer IV-J1 is still against the M4A2, which is sincerely no chance beating them. But in the match, they are able to manage. They're able to manage to get this small Panzer IV in the corner. Very good decision there. And look at that! Knocked out one. The first knockout of the game. Now he's getting outflanked by the M4A3. So the best decision is to run. But instead he surrenders. And the Panzer IV is also taken out. So the people here, which is already moved up, already moved their position already from the adjacent, from the angle of this group and this group. So we got 2 Panzer IV-H's, Panzer IV-H and 1 Panther G. Still, it's a considered number of tanks, but technically desirable. M4A2 moving in. The Panther G moving up towards the position here to hold out this position here. These boys over here, I think, are gonna take central stage. They don't know where the enemy at, but they're on this part, so they get some pop shots. And then here comes the Panther G, take on the M4A3. I still don't know where they are. And another M4 is down. The rear guard is gone. The main force is still a considerable force. If you countered one by your alone, then you get destroyed in a few seconds. Now let's check on the tanks here. So the F Panzer IV, which is moving, the Panzer IV-H commanded by War 4 Wolf. The Panzer H is moving up. There's a little bit of smoke screen here so they could shield their movements. Very good tactical decision. Panther G is moving up, battling against the M4. Lining up his shots. Ooh, Silent Death got a bad hit there. And Silent Death gets killed in the midst of the fight. And there he goes. Panzer G, known as the God of War. Is he actually the God of War? So the F4A2 is moving up to the Panzer IV here. He has no protection, since the Panzer IV cannot easily rotate. Jurgen's tank has been destroyed. And the Panzer G is now going to rotate against the M4A2, which is a very good rotation. But if the Panzer IV already has slight reflexes, then he could save himself life. And he takes on Erica here. And now the Panther is annihilated. The enemy's position, the next enemy position we're gonna focus is over here near the grasslands here. So we got Terminus Shizumi on the Panzer J1. We got Deger on the Slug 3. And over here we got the L3 by Shock Chose. So the next tank we're going to see, and then this is the Jagdpanzer, by the way. He's the player of the game, but you can see him doing his play in a couple of minutes. Now let's go on here on this position. In this position we have the L3, and on this considerable L-shaped formation, the triangle formation, which is a good tactic used by many military strategists, is to basically equalize the defense and neutralize them at the same time. So their tactic was, which by the time of this recording I don't know about, is to focus on this road. If they go upon this road, it's a death sentence. Then for A2 looking where to go. He's kind of about to get stalked by my own kind my favorite Stug. Yes, Stug. Stug gang. For those people who like Stugs, you already know. Oh, but the Stug gets eliminated, which is very sad. Just we didn't see it. So the L3 is commanded by Shocker Choose. Is about to move up, moving backwards. Moving backwards now. And here comes the ambush. The Panzer 3J, the M4A2 is moving up. Will the Panzer J notice? Will the Americans notice? And look. And they're about to continue rotate. And then now the Panzer J1 is about to get annihilated in a few seconds. It's still firing on the M4, but unfortunately it is destroyed. Their tactic here is to steadily fire. So basically to fire at will, but using a step formation used by the teammates. And now it's only down to a few tanks. One is going to outflank them from the north, which is a Jagdpanzer that is earlier. I called him as Michael Wittmann, which is the famous tank ace in 1944. The infamous German tank ace. I think the Jagdpanzer is positioning here as the M4 turns about in a bit. L3 AC, and then these two are about to move up. The Panzer IV going behind and try not to misclick here. And then they saw the L3 and it gets destroyed. So now it's down to the last tank, the Jagdpanzer 38T Stumpf. As you can see, the Jagdpanzer could, if he's a fool, you could just abandon the game and surrender to the enemy. But no, he acts like Bobby Fischer in a chess match, and he fires his first shot. All the Americans are on this position. Well, the Jagdpanzer is just the silent killer, just staying there. And the first victim is the M3 M4A3, which is commanded by Andrew. Here, they get a significant opposition here, but Jagdpanzer could try to get a shot on this part. Jagdpanzer moves back and takes out the Sherman. First took out Sherman. So now the Jagdpanzer moves back, and now is to reposition itself. And I think it's about to rotate on this road or this road. So he has two options here. He has two options here. So this is the player view. You only can see on the spot, which is the head here. Since it's it's not simulated, it's realistic, by the way. The M4A2 is moving to position B, which is this one that you're gonna try to determine if the Panzer tries to go for a Totsugeki on the next move. But instead they go this way, and they manage to predict what they're going to see here. So I think one of the Yogurt boys, they managed to spy on the stream that Sleaze had, and shout out to Sleaze, by the way, because he's so badass. But here comes the M4A2 trying to get a shot on the Panzer 38T. Panzer 38T gets deflected by the shot because of sloped armor. He's getting destroyed here. Jagdpanzer fires back. Tries to fire back before his shot reloads, and he misses the shot. So he's gonna reposition itself. But actually, there's a legend here. So on the Saunders chat, they think that they won. Because, oh, and there goes the second kill. by the Jagdpanzer 38T, and now the last one to fall was the M4A2 commanded by Warchamus. Stumpf was the player of the game and then the best play, some of the best plays of the season. And it knocks him out. And now we could see, we could make this an arc. The Jagdpanzer 38T just moving forward to the demolished tanks that he destroyed during the first hours. My name is MG TV Productions, and thank you for watching. My name is Erwin Rama on the Discord if you don't know already, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Toodles. And see you on the battlefield.